Hello and welcome to Battlefront News. I have two pieces of news for you today. The first piece of news will be about Xbox One launch titles and their prices. The second piece of news will be about the digitalization of the Xbox Online market and what this could mean for Star Wars Battlefront when it's released. Firstly, we'll start off with the Xbox One title prices. Firstly, an article on VG247 stated, Microsoft to sell its first-party Xbox One games at current $59.99 price point. This may not have any bearings on Star Wars Battlefront. The next piece of news I'll show you will have a bearing, but the fact that their first-party games are going to be $60 is telling me that other games will be near enough around that price as well. Here is some more conclusive evidence. On the Microsoft Store, we can see a list of games which will be launching on the Xbox One and their prices. We in fact have many EA games such as NBA, Madden and Battlefield 4, all priced at $59.99. This could possibly mean that Star Wars Battlefront will indeed sell for $59.99, as all of the EA games here have been priced at roughly $60. Perhaps this means that Star Wars Battlefront on release will have a $60 price. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be happy with this, as they don't want to go any further than roughly $65–$70. As EA will be focusing on DLC, I'm pretty sure they don't want to set the price of Star Wars Battlefront too high, otherwise they'll discourage people from buying DLC, which is what they're actually going to make the majority of their money on. So to round this little bit off here guys, perhaps Star Wars Battlefront will be selling for $59.99. Hopefully it does, because that's a nice price. It keeps everything at a standard price. There's no drastic price jumps. It will be a nice simple price that everyone's used to buying if they buy games on day one. So I'm sure they will see the maximum amount of sales if they keep the price there. Our second and final piece of news today was also from an article on VG247, which was talking about the digitalized market on Xbox One. An anonymous Microsoft engineer claimed that the Xbox One is basically a Steam. He does not mean market sales. He does not mean the special 66–77% off deals that Steam usually do every week or so. He does not mean that. What he means is the digitalized availability of video games. As on Steam, you can download a game whenever. You can delete it and re-download it as you own the license to the game. He is referring to Xbox One as a Steam in console, meaning that on day one you can go and download games, you can delete them off your hard drive, but you can again re-download them. Perhaps this means that Star Wars Battlefront on day one will be able to be downloaded through the Xbox Live Marketplace. We've already seen many articles stating that a lot of the Xbox One launch titles will be day one available on the digital market. By the time this system is evolved and Battlefront is released, we may even be able to queue the download up before the game is released, have it download before it's technically released, and then be able to access the game when the game is released. That way people with slow internet can still get the game in time for its release date. This could also be true as EA are going to aggressively go after the pre-order market, and pre-ordering a game through a digital system is also a method of pre-ordering. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Star Wars Battlefront being aggressively marketed through digital markets such as Origin and the Xbox One market. So to recap, what we've learnt today is that Star Wars Battlefront may have a price tag of $60, as other EA games have been priced at the same level. With the lack of an online pass system, this also supports that they are going to be aggressively focusing on DLC and pre-order markets. Our second and final piece of news was that the Xbox One digital market may have the ability to download Battlefront on day one, as we already know that some of the Xbox launch exclusives can be downloaded on day one from the digital market. That's all the news for today guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next update.